YouTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys a readathon that I am going to be hosting. It is very last minute. I planned on doing this yesterday, and then today I came up with the last couple of challenges that I thought would be cool for this readathon, and now I'm filming the video. It's taken me forever just to find the books for this challenge, which is pretty funny because I made them myself. So, I am off all next week. In the United States, we tend to have Thanksgiving week off. Some states are different than others. Some, they only have Thanksgiving and the day after off. But in San Diego, in California, we have the entire week off. And I figured I would try to cram as many books as I can into the very last week of November, so that way December is all about more books that I need to read. I might actually do another readathon in December, depending on how this one goes. Now, if you guys want to join me on this readathon, that is super cool. Let me know down below if you're going to participate. But really, this is a readathon for myself, but I thought it would be fun to share the challenges with you guys. And maybe if you have a YouTube channel and you didn't have any plans for next week, then you can also do this readathon, or at least tell me your TBR. Let me know down below what you would pick for these challenges. Okay, so I am calling this readathon the Thanksgiving readathon, the autumn readathon, the harvest readathon, whatever you want to call this week of November. That's what I'm calling this readathon. It's my break time. I don't have to work next week, so I figured I would start reading more books than normal. Now, for the challenges, oh, by the way, this readathon is going to start on Monday, and it doesn't end until November 30th. So we have a good chunk of time to read as many books as we can. Now, there are 9 challenges. You can absolutely double dip. You don't have to read 9 books. I like to have a variety just in case, and I do have one challenge that I did not complete because it's kind of hard. Unless it says it on the title, I don't know what books will match that. So we'll find out. Maybe I can double dip with that one. All right, so my first challenge is to read a book with fall colors on the cover: red, orange, yellow, or brown. It could be all 4. It could be one of each. It could be both or 2. It doesn't really matter. I am currently reading Killers of the Flower Moon, The Osage Murders and the Birth of the FBI by David Grann. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Ashley, and so far I'm not liking it. This is my grandma's favorite book besides Jonathan Livingston Seagull. She really likes that book too. I really like it. I've read it twice now, 3 times maybe, if you count the one I read when I was like 10. But she said this was really good, and it's not that I'm not interested in the Native American culture and how they lived their lives back in the late 1800s, like in 1870 and up. It's the fact that it's so sad. Like, I don't like reading about sad books. I don't like reading about things that are real, because we already have that bombarded on social media, in the news. I know what happened in the past, and not like I live with guilt or anything, but I definitely feel empathy and great sorrow for these people and their tribes and so forth. But the beginning of this is very sad. Like, I don't like the fact that the Native Americans were murdered for the land. Like, the government said, hey, we will give you this land. Oh, and by the way, after we're done giving it to you, we're going to slaughter you and steal it back, so that way you don't own anything, even though you were here first. And my son was trying to play devil's advocate. He's like, Mom, that was part of the way, you know. Even in the late 1800s, they were still in a conquering mindset. I'm like, I get why things happened, the history of things. I just don't think it's right, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I don't want to feel uncomfortable when I'm reading. But to each their own. Anywho, that was very long. So this one, as you can see, has all of the colors of fall. Orange, yellow, brown. I don't see red, but I mean, maybe one of these darker colors. It's kind of reddish, like a brick or rust red. Anyways, I can't wait to get to the FBI part. The next challenge on my list is read a book with the letters T.H.A.N.K.S. Thanks. In the title. So it doesn't matter how it is. It doesn't have to say thanks all the way through, or thankful, or thank you, or giving thanks. It doesn't have to say any of that, but the letters all have to be there. So I found The Waking Forest by Alyssa Wees, and we have T.H.A.N.K.S. The Waking Forest. I don't know if it's my new light. I just got a new light for my lighting setup, and my old one was bright white, and it was like a 42 watt. This particular one is like a 24. So let me know down below how you like my lighting situation. I look very orange or yellow, but that just might be because my light is so orangey yellow. Like it's technically for like a lamp, not necessarily studio lightings, but I do like the warmth it gives to the atmosphere of my, it makes it very fall looking. I even tried to do like a fall eye look for you guys. Yes. So anyways, with this book, I was on a tangent. This is a fantasy. I can't remember what it's about. I don't want to really go too much into it, but it does say, to the witch, the forest is home where she sits on her throne of carved bone, waiting for dreaming children to beg her to grant their wishes. So awesome. Can't wait to read that. I'm pretty sure my friend Gisela gave that to me, and I thank you so much because you gave me a lot of really awesome books. Is it in March, my birthday? You give me books all the time, and I'm just like, ugh! I love you. So nice. All right. The next one is read a book set in autumn. Now, autumn, fall, November. I don't know what books. I sat there and I looked forever for books that were set in fall. And a lot of the books that were listed on Goodreads, I don't own, or they would say like books that you should read in the fall, which is not the same as it's set in the fall. So hopefully one of these books is set around October, November, and then it's kind of fallish. Yeah, well, if that's the case, I'll double dip. All right, the next challenge is to read a book with leaves on the cover. There's some leaves. I was thinking of reading The Immortalist. I do own that one as well, and the leaves on that one is orange and green and yellow, so it was kind of more fitting, but I've been dying to read this book. This cover is hella gorgeous, and this one is supposed to be really good, and I want to read it super bad. So, yeah, I don't, ooh, oh no, there was October, who was called Toby. October is his name, that's not what it was set in. Yeah, anyways, this looks very gothic, and I can't wait to read it. The next book that I chose, or the next challenge that I wrote was read a book with food on the cover, or the main theme of the book is about food. Now, I spent a good 30 minutes looking for my copy of The Dinner by Herman Koch, and I can't flipping find it. I know it's here. I know it's behind one of these books because all of my shelves are double stacked. I know I went past it like 4 or 5 times, but I just didn't see it. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to read Consumed by David Cronenberg. Now, there's a fork on the cover, so that implies food. There's blood on the fork, so it implies meat of some sort. And as I was reading the back side of this, it says that there is cannibalism in here. It says, Astrid has disappeared amid suspicions of killing her and consuming parts of her body. So, consumed means to eat, which suggests food. And I know that cannibalism is frowned upon in most societies. Thank you very much, Willy Wonka. Yeah, I'm going to read this because I can't find the dinner. And if I find the dinner before, maybe I'll read that one instead. But this one, I like being in the horror genre. That is very horror-ish, so I'm excited. All right, the next one, Penelope wrote this one. I really like it. It says, read a book that cost you some gravy, aka an expensive book. So I have The Goblin here by Josh Malerman. This is from Earthling Publications. I think I spent $50 on this book. It is a signed copy. It is the 219th copy out of 500. And I had started this years ago. I can't even tell you when I last read this, but this is all I have to read left. So I figured, what better way than to do it now. I just took this off of my graveyard bookshelf where all of my books go to die or be buried or maybe resurrect. I don't know. But I'm hoping to finish this one. It's so pretty, and I'm so upset that I haven't finished it. The good thing about, though, that short story collections is that it doesn't really matter when you put it down, because I always put it down after a chapter, and all the chapters aren't together. They are all separate stories, so it's not a big deal. At the same time, I don't remember the stories from the beginning. I don't think, anyway. Maybe I do. I know that they were good. I really liked them. I love Josh Malerman, so yes, this costs some gravy. All right. The next challenge is called, or the next challenge is read a book about change, and then whatever your interpretation of that is. So that's what my friend Ashley wrote for this Readathon. It could be change as in growth, or it could be change as in turning into a vampire. That's how my interpretation of change is. I've been meaning to read this book from Octavia E. Butler, which is The Fledgling. This is about a woman who was, how old? She was 53 when she died, and now she appears to be a little black girl with traumatic amnesia and near fatal wounds. I'm looking forward to this a lot. The font is quite small. I'm hoping it's extremely engaging so that I can read it quickly, because otherwise I might have to continue that over in December. All right. 2 more challenges. The next challenge is to read a book with family or travel at its core. Another challenge that Ashley wrote. And so I was trying to look for a book that was set around a family. Again, that would have been great for a double dip for the dinner, because it's about 2 couples that are talking about their kids over dinner, and that is family. But I did find Are You Sleeping? By Kathleen Barber, and this is about, it says, layers of deceit, family drama, a murdered father, a disturbed mother, mayhem, cults, lies, betrayals, and a possibly deranged podcaster. This story has it all. And there's twins in this book as well. So it is set around a family at its core. I don't know if they travel, but this is what I wanted to read. So that's for that challenge. And then the last challenge I have on my list is a bonus one, and it just says read a book in your favorite cozy spot. I mean, that's pretty easy to do. I usually read either on my bed or in the living room on my big overstuffed chair. But yeah, that is the readathon. Again, it starts Monday, November 23rd, and it will go all the way until November 30th. If you would like to participate, please let me know. If you do have a YouTube channel and you are going to participate, it doesn't matter if it participate late. If you want to do a TBR for this readathon, please leave your link down below so that way I can check it out. Also, if you don't have a channel and you want to tell me what your TBR is for the specific challenges that I put for this readathon, let me know what books that you would read or that you are planning on reading. That would be a lot of fun. I haven't actually hosted my own personal readathon before, so we'll see how it goes, and if it's good, maybe I'll do it more often. I can't promise it's going to be like a themed one, you know, like how Lala does her like buzzwordathon. I'm not classy enough for that, and I absolutely don't have enough subscribers or followers to really initiate something on that kind of scale. However, it would be fun if some of you guys participated in this one. And yeah, that is it. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I hope you guys have a good break next week. If you are off, be safe. And yeah, I know that Thanksgiving is only in the United States. There's Harvest Day in October in Canada, but what do you guys celebrate? If you're not from the United States or Canada, do you guys celebrate a holiday in your country that is similar to like a fall holiday surrounding the harvest, or giving thanks to just being a family? Or like what you're grateful for? Let me know down below. That'll be very interesting to find out. Although I could Google it. It's more fun to hear it from the mouths of you guys. So that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, like I said, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.